What's up, guys? This is Chris from Almost Legal Games. We're here to talk about the newest Resident Evil Revolutions. Is it going to stink like Resident Evil 6 and Raccoon City, or will it be the next Resident Evil 4? Let's find out. The game starts out as you playing as Jill, and you're as a series of different characters throughout the game. Jill, Chris, and Jill's partner, which I actually never remembered who his name was because I really didn't care, which is pretty strong standing for the game. Let's start out there, am I right? Anyway, you start off fighting in this whole ship, and it's like a whole zombie apocalypse mutant thingy, whatever. You're looking for Chris in the beginning. Now, I think that the beginning of the game was actually one of my favorite parts. Not to spoil anything, but it really was. The game had some flaws, such as the graphics weren't up to par, as was Resident Evil 6. Even though Resident Evil 6 was a giant disappointment, the graphics were so good that it almost helped how bad the game was. Almost. No, it really didn't. The game was just bad. I also didn't like how the characters reacted. If you listen to the characters' voices, I was very disappointed of who they chose as actors. Especially in Chapter 1, Act 2, I was just like, are you serious? You picked her to play her? That really made me mad. But that's really just not a problem. My other biggest flaw is the AI is probably the worst AI I've ever seen in a video game. Trust me, I've played Gears of War 2, Resident Evil, all those games. This is the worst AI. It doesn't shoot anything. There's one part where you are sitting on the floor because you hurt yourself, and it's really, really hard because your AI won't shoot a thing. Now, the good parts of the game is, it is actually a lot of fun, and it's not up to par with a Resident Evil 4, which is one of the greatest games of all time, but it's a million times better than Raccoon City. It's about the ballpark between the good of Resident Evil 5 and the bad of Resident Evil 6, in my opinion, right down the middle. So, I give this game, if you must play it, you must rent it on Redbox. Unless you're a big Resident Evil fan, buy it used. You'll have a good time with it. But just remember that it's not Resident Evil 4. It's not Resident Evil 5. It's Resident Evil Revolutions. Alright guys, that's it for me. Like, favorite, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check out my other channel, Almost Legal Music, brought to you by Almost Legal Productions. And that's about it for me. I will see you tomorrow.